So question 16. Here's a shape, A, B, C, D. The shape is made from a triangle and a sector of a circle. Center 0 and radius 6, so that's 6, that's 6. AD is 14, so that's 14. AOD is 140, and OAD is 24. And it says calculate the perimeter of this shape, give your answer to 3 sig fig. Remember, you don't want to lose a silly mark just because of that. So in order to do that, I can see that we've got an arc here. So let's look at the arc AC. Now the arc is a fraction of the circle. This bit here, if that's 140, that must be 220, mustn't it? So the arc is going to be 220 of the 360 times, now remember, circumference is pi d, so pi times, if the radius is 6, then the diameter is 12. So that would give you the arc length. So again, you can use that if you wanted to, all over 360 times pi times 12 gives you that value there, 22 pi over 3. No point putting in decimal because it's just gone forever. So that's my arc. So that's AC. I want AD, I know is 14. So that's already there. Now what I want is this CD bit there. So CD is literally OD minus 6. So I need to find OD. OD, you've got a triangle here. So sketch that triangle out. There you go. And that's OD, that's the length there, that's your A. They tell you that this is 6 and that's 14, and they say that that's 140 and that's 24. So I've got pairs here, so I don't need that. Here, I want that length, I've got that angle, I've got that length, I've got that angle, so I'm going to use the sine rule. And here it's length, so I'm going to length over angle. So the length, OD, over the angle sine 24, is equal to the length 14 over sine 140. So now I need to do that. So I literally do 14 divided by sine 140, make sure you close your bracket, equals, and then times it by sine 24. So times sine 24 equals, and that's 8.858 dot dot dot. Now remember, it says CD is OD minus 6. So take away 6, and that's 2.85 dot dot dot, 2.858 dot dot dot. I'm not clearing it from my calculator, so I'm happy there. So now I've got to add that value plus the 14 plus 22 pi over 3. So fraction 22 shift pi all over 3, move the arrow across, press equals 3 sig fig, 39.9. Make sure they can see it's a 9. There you go. Okay. 17. Right. Table shows distance of 570 students travel to university, so that must be 570. They want us to draw a histogram. Now I need the class width and I need the frequency density because it's a histogram. So frequency density. Remember, histograms represent the proportion of people, so the area. Okay, so frequency density there. Now in my group, we like it this way, frequency over class width. So class width here is 20, 30, 30, 70, 50. And now frequency density is frequency divided by class width. That's 120 divided by 20 is 12 divided by 2 is 6, 9 divided by 3, 12 divided by 3, 14 divided by 7, 10 divided by 5. So that is my height. Now I go from 0 to 20, so that is 0, that's 50, so that must be 20 there. And so this is my little increments from 20 to 50, 50 to 80 is, now just be careful, 60, 70, 80. You can see what I'm doing. 80 to 150, oh that's nice, and 150 to 200. Okay, so that's along the bottom. Along here I go up to 6. So I can see that that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably good enough for me. And now let's just do it. So from 0 to 20, I go up to 6. There, obviously you'd use a ruler. Oopsie daisy, see how much mistake I've made already? Use a ruler, don't do what I'm doing here. 20 to 50, I go up to 3. 3 there. Struggling today with one hand. 50 to 80, I got to 4. Just wants to move around, doesn't it? And 150, sorry, 80 to 150, I got to 2. There. And I carry on going to 2 along here. Oh, nice. And so that is my really badly drawn histogram. Hopefully that you do better than me on that one. Estimate the median distance. Now the median distance, that's a really interesting one to do. We know this 570 median, divide that by 2. So divide that by 2 and I get about 285. So 285. I want to find out where the 285th value lies. So let's just think about how I do all of this. I've got, it's going to be in this bracket group here. I can see that straight away. And so it's going to be in the 3rd interval, but I'm now going to work out exactly where it is. Now this is interesting. There are different ways to do this. And I'm going to think, right, I've got in here 120, in here 90, so that's 210. So I need to have, it's 75 in this group, and there's 120 of them. So that fraction along there. So if I times that by that class width, and that class width is 30. If I times that by 30, see? So it's 75 out of the 120, that group, and that gives me 5/8 of the cross. If I times it by 30, that'll tell you how far across I go. I go 18.75 across from the 50. So now if I add the 50 to that, I get to a value of about 68.75. So roughly 69 miles. 69 miles. Lots of ways of doing it. They like the answer somewhere between 66 and 71. And I've actually got more of an accurate one. It's quite complicated the way I've done, but hopefully you've understood that. And that's your grade 9.